Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2024 CueSpeed Napa Invitational here at Railyard Billiards in Louisville, Kentucky. I am Lonnie Fox Raymond. I am being joined in the booth with none other than Brian Pulley, Superman.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you?
Yeah, we're doing great. How are you?
I think I finally settled down from the last match and caught my breath.
Oh, man. Was that not crazy?
Yeah, I
I
mean, I
was
had to go get a shot after that.
Um, I was
It's
doing tech
crazy.
work for that match. I was behind the scenes while these guys were doing the commentary. Brian and Emily Duddy were in the booth for that matchup with Christina Zlateva and Janet Atwell. It was crazy. It was a hill thriller. So if you guys are interested in a really great match with some really exciting commentary as well, you can go back to our YouTube at WPBA Billiards on YouTube and check out our last match that we just did live literally an hour ago. So we have a good matchup here. We're waiting for the ladies to get acclimated. Veronique Menard just came off another match which did fall behind a little bit in our scheduling, so we apologize for the late start here. But it was a hill thriller with Monica Webb, and Veronique came out ahead and won the match. And so we've allowed her to take a break and, get, you know, I don't know, kind of control of yourself after a hill match like that with a strong player. And she'll be back here in the arena just shortly. We just didn't want to leave you guys hanging too much longer. So, Brian, tell us, what have you been up to? You are a world-ranked trick shot artist, correct?
Yeah,
So
so
tell us about that. Tell us what you're up to.
what am I up to? Well, I am enjoying my weekend here at the WPBA. Went to the Bristol event. I was only there for maybe a day. And when I found out this place was going to be 3 hours from me, I'm like, oh, I got to go down. So I took yesterday off work, so I've been down here 3 out of the 4 days, so I'm enjoying that. Next month, I have the National Artistic Pool Championships. That'll be at the League Room, which is one of my favorite rooms,
Yeah.
which was
Shout out Chris Wilson.
absolutely shout out to Chris Wilson. He's actually in Wilmington, Ohio right now at the BCA, Ohio, which is actually my hometown, which is ironic that he's there and I'm here.
Yeah. Right?
League Room was one of my favorite pool rooms until here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sorry, Chris.
No. Chris he's had a great pool room for so many years, and he's just does so much to support the sport. As a matter of fact, thanks to Chris Wilson and the League Room, and of course Midwest Carbon Technologies, Randy Dininger, they actually gave me the funds to build the original booth
That's cool.
that we did. So Chris Wilson has done a lot to support pool, and we are always happy to do something with Chris.
Oh, yeah, and
here at the WPBA.
And he actually, we hosted 2 of our World Artistic Pool Championships at the League Room.
Oh, wow.
Because he stepped up. We had a couple of venues that maybe couldn't do it, or a promoter that, kind of bailed at the last minute.
Absolutely.
So he stepped up. We did it there. So I love Chris to death.
And so you guys are doing it there again.
Oh, the Nationals. We got the Nationals.
Okay.
It'll be our second year in a row doing the Nationals. I do have a show booked in Chicago next month as well. So
That's
that'll be
exciting.
fun. And then I got the World Artistic Pool Championships early next year. That'll be back in Bay City, Michigan. Dates to be determined. It was quite fun because I was having fun with the crowd. As soon as they heard I was from Ohio, oh, man, we had some fun. So
In Michigan?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
I'm surprised they didn't, give you a swirly in the men's room.
Well, the funny part was there was a shot to where you have a stacker ball and you bounce a ball on top and then, make the bottom ball and then you bank it around 3 rails and make the ball. I was using red just to antagonize them. I had missed it twice, and someone says, "You're using the wrong color. It's red." And I'm like, all right, let's try something. So I put the blue ball out, for blue. And I made it on my 3rd attempt. So I looked at the crowd, and I was like, you will never hear me say this again. Go blue.
Oh, that's right. That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they are finally back in the arena. Veronique is on your left, which, of course, you can see her cool jersey there. And Kaylee McIntosh is on your right. They just lagged for their first break. It's alternate breaks thereafter. The 9-ball does not count in the bottom 2 pockets off the break as they win. It is a 3-point break rule is in effect here. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game. This is a race to 8 with cue ball fouls only. So this is a B-side matchup. So these ladies are literally fighting for their tournament life.
And they both have come off some hill thrillers. You know, Kaylee came off a hill match with Ashley Benoit the round before, and then Vero just got done, like we said, off of a hill with Monica Webb. So these girls are battling all day.
All right, Kaylee to break. So I know a lot of you guys can see up there Kaylee McIntosh, also known as Kaylee Driscoll. So she got married last year, and we just recently updated that on Digital Pool. So you guys, if there's she's got another name. I'll probably forget to call her Kaylee Driscoll, but she's been Kaylee McIntosh forever.
And probably always will be.
Yeah, she's got the coolest nickname, too. They call her the Natural.
That's a good baseball movie, too.
It is. She's currently ranked number 9 here at the WPBA. She is also recently obtained sponsorship with Mucci, so she is Mucci's newest team member. Sponsored by Iron City Billiards, Team Straight Pool Eye, and No Quit Apparel. I think that's apropos for Kaylee because there is not an ounce of quit in that young lady.
Absolutely not.
Not an ounce. Not an ounce. And she's I think she's resigning. Well, she is residing in Florida right now. Oh. So I was talking to her dad earlier today, and I asked him how their property managed through the storm because they were in a pretty bad location for that. And he said that they think it's okay, lost some trees. The only thing that really did kind of suck for them is that they had a tree fall on their RV.
Oh, no.
So they did lose their RV. But I said, well, it's better than loss of life, right?
Exactly. Everything could be replaced except you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yes, we did. We'll have to edit, you guys. I apologize for that. That was the one thing that we didn't edit in the process of getting everything kind of organized around here. You're right. The names on the stream, it says Janet Atwell and Christina Zlateva. But actually, it is Veronique Menard and Kaylee McIntosh. But if I stop it, it'll cut the stream in half. If I edit the name, it'll cut the match into portions. So wherever I change the name, it'll split my stream in the savings. So we're going to just leave it for now, and I'll edit that later. But thank you for tuning in. This is going to be a great matchup. These ladies are both on the B side. I think we're sitting at, what, 7th, 8th?
7th, 8th, yeah. We are in the final 8 now, so everything's going to be good.
Yeah. So it's going to be a good matchup. Janet Atwell and Christina Zlateva just had a hill thriller with Christina Zlateva coming out victorious.
Yeah, for those who didn't see that, please go back and watch that because Emily and I dubbed that the roller coaster match because the momentum changed so many times.
Yeah, it was crazy good. I was doing the tech work on the back end of the stream and literally was so invested in it, I forgot to switch cameras a few times. I was like, oh, whoops. All right, so it looks like Veronique is going to the air. See her kind of elevating there with her purple glove.
Oh, close.
Nice try. Nice try.
Good hit, though.
So let's talk about Vero for just a second. She currently resides in Montreal, Canada. She's 12th in the WPBA. She shoots with Predator cues and a Revo shaft. She's a 2-time Canadian champion, and she's sponsored by Jam Up Apparel. The one really cool thing about Veronique Menard, too, is that she was Rookie of the Year here in the WPBA in 2009.
That's really cool.
That's a good accomplishment. It's not easy to do. This tour is solid, and every year we have new rookies, and every year they're just get better and better. It's crazy. All right, so that worked out. Kaylee missed the 6th ball and got the cue ball up and around the brown 7.
I don't know how many bobbled balls I have seen this whole weekend. And they're just so close.
Well, so to be fair, Kyle and his team here at Railyard completely redid all the cloth on the tables prior to us coming, and these are 4 1/4 pockets. So they're a little bit tighter than a standard pocket. All right, so she's kicking 2 rails back at this green 6.
Look at this.
Oh,
Look
she
at
drains
this.
it, snaps.
Snaps.
That's my favorite. I was just getting ready to say this. So someone that played Veronique earlier. It was Kennedy Myman. She said Vero is not only playing good, but she's kicking good. And then look, she goes and drains the
Right.
two-railer on the 6. What a great shot. When all the pieces and parts come together, it's a nice feeling, isn't it?
Nice and controlled there.
Look at that. Veronique, nice pace around the table. And I'm sure she's probably a little exhausted. She just came off a really tight hill-hill match with Monica Webb. And then we shoved her right over to the TV table.
But on the flip side, you're in stroke already.
Absolutely. All right,
How'd
she's
she
going to
hit
come
that?
around. Beautiful shot by Vero. And this 9-ball to draw first blood.
And it's actually breaking Kaylee's serve. Because Kaylee won the lag, if I
Kaylee
remember
won the
correctly.
lag.
So, yeah.
So, and then so here, Veronique Menard is up 1-0 over Kaylee. And with the break, she could potentially put a 2-game spread, which makes that difficult sometimes to get back.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you're chasing those 2 games for the rest of the match.
That's why winning the lag is so important
It
to get
is.
that first break, obviously. But then if it goes hill-hill, you get the last break.
Absolutely. I do want you guys to know that we are aware that the name is wrong in the stream. We have Veronique Menard here versus Kaylee McIntosh Driscoll. And by Fargo, Kaylee's only a 20-point lead. I mean, they're both established Fargo players, but that's not a huge difference. I mean,
not a
this
big
is
gap.
probably as even as you can get.
Yeah, I expect this to go back and forth.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I can deal with another hill thriller with drama, so we'll see what happens there.
I hope we have 5 more hill thrillers.
That'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be great television.
Absolutely.
Nice strong break.
I have to, I took the table mic off for just a second to give them the break on the balls, but because we are streaming to our YouTube channel here, we cannot leave the mic on and get copyright flagged. So I apologize. It does suck because I would love to be able to just leave the mic open, you know, and let them hear the noise from the table.
Right.
But unfortunately, at this particular event, we cannot do that. Hopefully, you guys can get a little background noise from us from just off our mics.
Yep.
All right, she played that beautifully. She's on the good side of the blue, too.
Those shots are very easy to overdo.
Mm-hmm, they are. Now, I don't know that she can technically play this with like a follow stroke to get under the 5, but I definitely think she could stun it with some center ball to the end rail and back out.
Depends on what angle she's got.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't get to see
It
exactly
is
what they see back
difficult,
here.
isn't it? Oh, so she can follow it under the 5.
Maybe with a hair outside so it spins down.
Yeah, she hit that nicely. She could get it past. That's the one thing I do like about having the multiple camera views. It's difficult when we travel. Now here we're lucky because we plugged right into Railyard, into their setup, which they already have in place, primarily I think because of the SBB Fedor match.
Right.
Or maybe even the Chohan Frost match. But so we were able to plug right into their setup. So they have the overhead view and all that. And with traveling the way that we do, that's kind of one of those situations that, depending on the room, depends on whether or not we can even use an overhead view. So it is nice to have that on this particular setup because it's stable. It's always here. She came a little short. A little bit short on the 5.
That side pocket seems very big at times when you try to cross over like that. But the angle she's got, she puts a little bit outside on this. She should be able to miss that side pocket like where she's hitting at to give her a nice angle on that 6.
You guys, when Vero gets down, we should be able to see how she's cueing. You can see. If she's using outside, it's very minimal. If she's using right-hand English, it's very, very minimal.
Good
Wow.
stroke.
I think maybe she just used the natural angle on the shot. It widened out for her nicely. That was a great shot.
Yeah, because I was thinking of going on the other side of the
Yeah,
six.
just one
So.
rail, yeah. 2 rails technically, right?
Yeah, it worked. That's what she felt at the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and she's been playing all day.
Yeah.
Like, so she knows exactly what her stroke is doing today. All right, so 1 rail back out to the center of the table. I'd like to go a hair past center, though, simply so she has movement to get back to the 8. She'd probably be okay.
Yeah, I think she can come down behind the 9, possibly 2 rails, maybe 1, depending on what she feels.
I think she can draw right out of it. What do you think? Let's look.
I think she could do that too if she's feeling it.
Yeah. I don't know what happens with this overhead view, but every time I put it on, I turn my head like sideways to look at the table. I don't know what that is. I don't know why I'm doing that.
It's just another Lonnieism.
Yeah, yeah.
It almost looks like she's
Is that
straighter
what
than we thought.
a Lonnieism?
That's at least what I'm calling it.
Look
Like
at
all the
it.
things you say, I call them Lonnieisms.
That's fun. So I do want to say thank you to Brian because he gave me something for our Sunday swag deal that we do for the donations to the stream on Sundays, only on Sundays. And so we got some really cool stuff in store for finals day. It's going to be awesome. I want to say thank you to Brian, and I've got some stuff from Olhausen, guys here at Railyard. So it's going to be a good one. Oh, and Brittany brought me some stuff too, so that's exciting. It's going to be a good swag bag for Sunday.
I hope so.
I call it my Sunday swag.
Sunday swag, I like it. That should be a shirt in and of itself, Sunday swag.
All right, this 9-ball to extend the lead to 2. And that was a break and run, was it not?
I think so. I haven't seen Kaylee shooting this.
Yeah,
I think it's
it
break
was
and
a
run.
break and run.
That's why breaking serve is so important in an alternate break format.
That is sometimes when you, because it'll cost you 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 2-0 in favor of Veronique Menard. And let's see, Caroline Powell is playing Christina Zliteva on the side table here. Caroline is currently up 2-1 over KZ. So these are the 2 matches that are currently going on in the room. Then we'll have, after this match, we have the 7 o'clock match. And I believe it's going to be Pia Filler and Christina Tkach.
That's gonna be a barn burner right there.
It's gonna be a great matchup. I'm excited to be back in the booth. I'm done playing in this event. I did finish in 17th. I feel like I missed it by at least 1, maybe 2 rounds compared to, but I did get to the money rounds. So any day where you get your entry monies back and a little extra is not a bad day.
That's a decent day. That's a decent day's work.
I didn't lose money on this trip, so that's a bonus.
I don't know if she got the 3-point rule. She made a ball and got 1 ball past. Maybe the 7's just right on it. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, I'm sure the 7's good. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
I mean, it's dead on the center of it. I thought 1 ball came banked down table and back out. Did it not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They could pull it up on their YouTube and drag back. Tell them to pull up the YouTube. We're going to tell the players here real quick. They can drag it back if they like. Okay, folks. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we just wanted to clarify some stuff for the ladies. We went back on our YouTube And we pulled back because you know how you can go to YouTube and go back and watch the shot. We went back and pulled back the YouTube, and Brian Pauly actually was very quick with his phone, and we were able to confirm that she pocketed a ball. The two came all the way down table and back out of the kitchen, and the 7 sat on the line. So it was a legal break for Kaylee. That is the one good thing about having a stream table, right? Like
Yep.
having the stream table, you're allowed to, you're able to go back and check it out, which is nice.
Absolutely. I mean, that's it can solve anything as far as, well, what did this happen? Did this happen? We can actually see it.
Yeah, we can like, you know, just follow up with it, and then it's not a guessing game, and somebody's not holding a grudge. Then,
Yep.
you know what I mean? All right, so 3 ball here. Kaylee likes to stun that ball and get it to the end rail and back out.
Ooh, a little off angle, I think.
Yeah.
Might want to come up a little further to where it should be more straight into the side pocket.
It maybe instead of stunning it, just roll it to
Yeah.
the end rail and back out, right? The stun kind of forces the ball away from the point of contact that she shot. So, all right, so she's got to make a decision here what she wants to do. It doesn't go past the 5. It does go on the side, but she's going to have to swing it around, get it past the 9 ball. I would dig in and go past the 9 ball and back out 2 rails, but I'm not shooting, so here I am. It's dark in there.
You said it before I did.
You can't be stealing my lines.
I will say the one time I finished it for you, that was funny. But no, you were talking about the stun. If she didn't stun that as much, she probably goes to 2
done that
rails.
almost too much, yeah. So I like the center ball coming to the bottom rail and then spinning it to the left long rail and back out. That was a lot of stun.
That's actually more draw than
She
stun.
stunned the first ball and then really stunned the second ball, right?
And this is another
Oof.
golden opportunity for Vero. This was Kaylee's break. So if she can get out here and either break and run or win the next match or win the next game,
Right.
she's up 4-0.
So if you notice, Veronique turned around and spoke to Michael Ishibashi, who's one of our timekeepers here at the WPBA. She gets 40 seconds per shot and 40-second extension per rack. Just one, though. 60 seconds after the break.
And then if it goes hill, which we've had a couple, they get 2.
Yeah, if it's hill, they get 2 extensions. Man, Janet should have used a 1 on the, you know.
On that 9 ball, yeah.
Yeah, it
If she
was
hadn't
so
already.
great. No, she only used 1. She
Could've
had
used one?
another one, yeah. She had 1 more. Bob said that Christina used both hers, but Janet had only used 1 of hers.
Okay.
But, I mean, who thinks you're going to need an extension on a straight and 9, you know?
Right.
That was a fight for her. She did so great. Win or lose, she won that in my mind,
Yep.
you know? Just in the battle, you know?
She even said, I'm okay with that loss.
Not nobody's ever okay to lose, but
Right.
you know what I mean? I think in that moment when you fought so hard, you're like, in my mind, I had already won because I had fought back, you
Right.
know? So.
Right. I
All
think
right.
she's straight enough. She might be able to just stop it there, but it might stun it over.
Yeah, she can slide it over and shoot the 9 in the same pocket as the 8. She killed it. Great shot. Yeah, she can go either way there. I think when you get in those situations too, like you just do whatever feels right to you at that moment, because
Right.
there are multiple ways to shoot the same shot. All right.
All right.
Now, I will tell you something that I like to do in these situations. When you're shooting the 9 ball, here's a little tidbit of information for you guys at home. Sometimes when you're shooting the 9 ball or the 8 ball, like you're in league and you got the 8 ball, and you're a little nervous about it, maybe try to focus on, okay, I'm going to shoot this 8 and I'm going to put the cue ball here, right? Because then you take some of the heat off of the actual shot itself of pocketing the ball. So you know what I mean? So like sometimes if I'm on the 9 and I'm a little nervous, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to make this 9 and I'm going to go 2 rails with the cue ball. And it takes me away from focusing on just that moment, you know?
If you think about it, you've been playing the whole entire rack, focusing on making a ball and get in shape.
get in shape.
Making a ball and get in shape.
Yep.
Now it's just make the ball. I'm like, now I feel incomplete.
Yeah.
So now it's like, you know what? Let's just play shape on an
That's
imaginary
right,
ball.
that's right.
So it's the same.
Absolutely.
That actually makes sense, Lonnie. I'm going to try that.
All right. Let me know how it works out.
I'm a trick shot
Hopefully it
artist. I
works
don't play
better
the
for
best
me.
regular pool.
Hopefully it works better than it does for me. All right, Veronique to break.
Another strong break. As somebody once said, I got a sledgehammer break. But I don't think she made anything, so the wing ball didn't go.
Yeah, I've noticed that here, and it may have something to do with the new cloth, right? I'm noticing that when the girls break exceptionally hard, the wing ball's not going. So I noticed that when I wasn't making it, I would just take a little something off my break, and then all of a sudden I'd start making it again. And I'm
Right.
like, oh, okay, that works. All right, that's a nice safety there by Kaylee.
And Vero's kicking really, really well. So we'll see what she does with this, or if she's going to go airborne. But I have a feeling she's going to kick at this.
Nah. I mean, if she can smash it into that 3, she might make it in the bottom right corner. Oh, no.
No, ooh, man,
All
got a
right,
little
so-
lucky there.
You know, actually, that was, she's been kicking the ball so well. Like, you can tell she understands what's going on, you know what I mean, the feeling behind the kick shots. She's seeing all the angles. That's when you know you're having a good day.
Yeah, and you notice she didn't blast that kick.
No.
She hit it with speed. She knew exactly how hard to hit that and not leave anything.
I mean, she did get a little fortunate. The 3 came up and got in the way there. She definitely was going to leave her tough no matter what. All right, so Kayla looks like she might have the edge of this one.
Oh, wow. Stay
Oh.
out of cue ball. Ooh. Nice shot, Kaylee.
Snaps to that. And that, with that 1-9 ride, Kaylee McIntosh is on the board, ladies and gentlemen. So real quick here while these girls are racking them up.
Great break by Kaylee.
Miss Angela Janik just came to the booth and was like, you guys need anything? And I just hand her my styrofoam cup. Please.
So funny quick story. She comes up to me and asks me to help her maybe clean up the room a little bit. And she's like, might be inappropriate to ask you to help, but can you help? I was like, I told you while I'm down here, just I'll do
Whatever
anything you
you
guys want
need.
me to do, whether that's commentary or clean up the room.
Yeah, absolutely. Or play with the bobble ball.
Yes.
We'll talk about that tomorrow, folks. Don't you worry. All right, so Kaylee, good starting break here. I mean, she's just going to roll this 2 down table. Keep the cue under the 8. Don't lose the cue. Yeah, unfortunately, she has left a shot on the 2 ball. She did miss the ball. I like the selection of the shot, but she just didn't follow through and make it. All right, no, so I don't know exactly. Oh, okay. I think if she stays on the underside of the window for that pink 4, she can still cut it in.
Right. It'd be interesting to see because that 6 ball potentially is in the way of that 2 rail position.
And that's why I said maybe if she stays under it instead.
See what she does.
Doesn't try to get past the 6 and cause herself any chaos. God, she's hitting the ball clean today.
Wow. She got all the way through there. Don't.
Oh, don't do it.
Stay up.
Just kidding. Just kidding. It's going to be fine. Now here she wants to make this 4 clean. She does not want to play it off the 5. Unless she hits it with enough pace that the 5 travels far.
Because the angle it's going, it could easily hit on that rail, and you don't really have an angle on it.
Well, and then the cue ball's tracking down tables, so you don't want to see.
Nice.
See how the cue ball's tracking down table? Like
Yep.
if she didn't hit the 5, if she was going to use the 5 to make the 4, she had to hit it with some pace, so the 5 traveled down table too.
Nice shot. All right, a little bit of elevation, but she should be able to take care of this. Just come down the other end of the table. There you go. 1, 2. Nicely done. So she can either follow down onto the short rail and back up, or she can stun it over or draw it back a little bit. She's got multiple options here. It's going to be whatever she feels comfortable at the time. And she's striking the cue ball very well right now. So she's going to go with what her gut's going to tell her. Nice stroke. Nice and compact, nice and simple. Now you can just roll the cue ball up, make the 7, roll up a little bit so you get an angle on the 8. So you can come off the long rail on the 9. If you're feeling ambitious, you can stop it right there, cut the 8 ball on the side, come around 3 rails. But that's getting fancy. The simple, smart shot is just roll the 7 up and then roll the 8 into the side and then off the rail into the 9. Yep, just punch it forward a little bit. Same concept. So now same thing. She can kind of roll up onto the 9 in the corner. She can come off the short rail in the 9 in the same corner. She can stun it over for the 9 in the other corner. I mean, she got so many different options right here. She's really in the driver's seat. There we go. It's nice and soft, nice and easy. And I think that's where we all want to be when we're shooting the 9. Straight in and about a 5-ball gap. And just like that, Vero takes a 4-1 lead and has the break in rack 6. So the momentum is definitely on her side. While she's racking, I would remind everybody, if you're watching on YouTube, to kind of back out of the stream and hit the like button. That helps the algorithm for the WPBA. Also, the little money sign that's right next to your chat box, that's the super chat. It'd be great if you guys could send a donation to the WPBA. It helps them out with the streaming material. Helps the stream looks as good as it possibly can be. So make sure you can definitely send those super chats in. I send one every event, even when I'm sitting in the booth.
He totally did, too, by the way. Sorry, everybody. I had to stop and talk to my old coffee buddy there, Miss Angela Janik.
Since you mentioned that I did it in the booth, you have no idea how long I was planning that.
The what?
How long just do the super chat in the booth? I planned that for a while.
Brian, he was on it. He got Ashley Benoit birthday cake. He brought me a bobble ball. He brought Caroline Kapow her sticker.
Yep.
Like, he had all kinds of goodies planned for us here at the WPBA. All right, so Veronique is she's pushing hard, huh?
She's got the pedal to the metal right now.
Yeah, I missed the last rack because Angela popped into the booth and we had to chat about some upcoming stuff. So
No, she was nice and controlled with her positions. Nothing crazy. Tic-tac.
no. So, okay, so if you guys are not familiar with Veronique, you need to be, one, because she's an absolutely stellar pool player. But on top of that, she has the best autograph. Have you ever seen Veronique's autograph?
I have not.
So she draws a little person with her hairdo.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's amazing. It's my favorite signature of any of the ladies on tour. And actually, Veronique's hair is short right now compared to normal.
Yeah, I've seen it longer than that, yeah.
Her hair's always cool, though. Always cool. She's like, good hair, girl. Oh, Connor, don't tell my secrets. I don't know if I got a trail cam. I can't tell y'all. If I tell you guys on the stream, then the girls will know if I get it.
Yeah, she needs to put it in and not tell
Yeah,
anybody.
I can't tell anybody. It's got to be a secret.
But I can attest that people will come by here and say, do funny faces
They
and
do.
whatever when Lonnie's in the booth. I did that myself, so I had to do that.
Oh, you guys wait.
Oh, yeah. Kaylee, great safe here.
She hit it wonderful. All right, so there's a lot of people starting to kind of file in around the tables. They're starting to come in because they know that we've got some great matches coming up this evening. Obviously, we've had great matches all day long.
Yeah.
But our A side matches are coming up tonight. So on the A side of this event, still we have Allison Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember who Allison's playing. I can't believe I've forgotten who's Allison.
I just looked at the bracket
I
before
did
this.
too. And then we've got Christina Tkach and Pia Filler.
I'm going to
That's
look
going to
it
be
up
our
right now.
feature matchup at 7 o'clock. Yeah, who is Allie playing? I feel like I just looked at it, like literally seconds ago.
I think it's Marguerite.
Oh, yeah, duh. That was silly. So we got Marguerite Fefalova Steyer competing against Allison Fisher, the Duchess of Doom. And Christina Tkach versus Pia Filler will be our feature match. We have not had Christina Tkach on the stream yet. Or Margaret, so we do intend to get both those ladies on the stream for sure. It's always a tough one with the stream because, you know, there's only one. We only have one right now.
Right.
Right? We don't have a two-table setup at this event. And so it is kind of a little difficult trying to just pick and choose the right matches. And I get mad when I'm in the booth because I want to watch them all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can only watch so many.
Well, and sometimes you pick a match like on paper, this would be a good one, and then it ends up being a blowout. And then you have one like, I don't know if this would look good.
Wow.
Oh, she was close on that.
Yeah.
But then you pick a match like, I don't know about this, and then it's a thriller. You know, so it's a hit and miss sometimes.
Absolutely. All right. So Kaylee McIntosh, I don't think she even has the edge of the one. I think she's kicking. She's on a 40-second shot clock. Now, Kaylee is typically a very quick playing.
I think she's asking for somebody to check a hit. Maybe she's seen something we can't. Maybe she can see just an edge of this. Let's look at an overhead shot here.
I don't know
don't
what
think so.
she's
Maybe she's asking about something else.
trying to do. Okay, well, while they're waiting for whatever they're waiting for, let's see what's going on at the other table. Caroline Powell is up 4-1 over Christina Zlateva. Caroline is having an exceptional event. Oh, we haven't got Caroline on the stream. We got to get her on the stream too. She's got to win this one.
Yeah, after she lost to Allison, I think she just like picked it up.
Caught a terror. She
Yep.
went on a terror. Yeah.
She lost this morning to Allison. I think it was 8-0. I mean, the score says one thing. Caroline was in that match.
Yeah.
But just that's how the score was. But I think after that, something flipped.
Yep, and sometimes that's how it works. All right, so I think they have asked Bob Raymond. That's my timekeeping other part. Wow,
Good
good
hit.
shot. Great shot by Kaylee.
Didn't even need him. But it's always good to have a
I think
referee
it was
there.
nice, though. I think it's a respectable thing
Yes.
there for them to ask someone to watch a hit just to be,
100% sure?
Yeah. Well, and you don't want to have any discrepancies amongst each other. We're all really good friends on top of competitors. So sometimes it's just easier to not be expecting each other to make calls when
That
you're in the heat of the battle.
absolutely. That is one thing I really appreciate with the WPBA, amongst other things, is the family aspect between all the players. Actually, it mirrors what we do with the artistic pool stuff. But I watched Allison Fisher and Caroline, and Allison beats her 8-0. And instead of just going up and like shaking hands and walking away being detested, like they both gave each other a hug. They both sat there and talked for 10 minutes. It's like you very rarely see people just, shake a hand and be done. Like they give each other a hug, they talk. It's, it's like a family, and that's one thing I love about the WPBA.
Well, we are like family, and to be fair, we spend 1 week a month together.
Yeah.
Like at this point, our schedule is so heavy that we're literally spending a week a month together. So if we don't get along, it's going to get real ugly, you know.
Right.
So it's probably better that we all love each other. We do enjoy spending time together, that's for sure. And it's weird because you wouldn't think, I mean, we're so competitive, you wouldn't think that we do, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. All right, so she almost looks like she's being offensive here and banking the 2, but I like the safety play. I think it was a smart option. I might have hit it with a little more pace than that simply because of the 4 down there, right? The 4-5. She could have maybe gotten it all the way down there
Right.
and then stuck the cue under the 6. That's an extra good whammy.
But either way, Vero does not have the easiest shot right now.
She does not. There's a good look at it.
Now she can get the right side of that 2-ball, put the cue ball maybe down behind the 4 and 5. Oh, she went the other direction. Oh, she went for it. Look at this.
Wow.
Nicely
snaps for
done.
that,
We are in the
folks.
bank pool capital of the U.S.,
We
so
are.
let's go for it.
She is all in, ladies and gentlemen.
She's feeling it right now.
All right, so she's got to really pay attention here. She has to decide, is she going to roll this ball forward? Or is she going to draw it back and take a longer shot on the pink 4? Looks like she's going forward.
I think that's a smarter shot.
You like the rolling it forward?
Yeah, because you can get closer to the 4, and even if you overrun it, you can still hit the 4 ball. If you don't get there enough, you're blocked by the 5. So
Yeah.
I'd rather be able to get in your shape or a little bit over and still be able to hit the ball.
All right, and she hits it beautifully.
She's right there. She didn't have to worry about overhitting or anything. She got it perfect.
She hit it fantastic. All right, so 1 rail back out to the center here. I mean, she's cutting that ball quite a bit. She could go 2 rails, but she's going to have to be mindful of the side pocket. I like the 1 rail back to the center. Oh, she bumped it. Do you think she intended to bump it?
The way she was hitting it with the pace, maybe, or the fact that maybe she was trying to cut it more and hit it more too full, but it still went, possibly. Either way, it looks like it worked out.
Man, Vero's played really good in this match already. She's had some really good shots. Great selections, good kick shots. She drains the 2-railer on the 6. Look at this.
Dead center pocket. Slow down ball. Ooh. Wow.
Oh, that's rough.
The only thing I can think of is shoot away from the 6, push it down to the short rail, maybe around the 9 area, and have the cue ball come down on the other end of the table. That's about the only thing I can see.
Try to leave her long and froze. If she can, we'll see. She may be able to push the 6, like you said, just a little bit more towards the 9. I don't think she can get it to the end rail. Oh, she's cutting it in.
Does that go? Does that go?
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, boy. Cue ball, slow her down. Slow her down, truck driver. Oh.
Like I said, from the angles back here, we don't get a chance to see exactly what they're seeing. So, wow.
That's difficult. All right.
And here's the thing. She already took her extension, I think, so she's only got 40 seconds to figure out what she's doing here. Look like she's trying to cut this.
She may be just thinning it and putting the cue ball at the end rail. I don't know.
Ooh, she went for it.
Freeze. Something about that camera likes to go fuzzy.
Yeah. But it almost seems like when you switch to any of them, it might be fuzzy for just a half a second, and then come back into focus.
And then it clears back up, yeah. All right, this 9-ball, 4-2 is much better than 5-1.
Absolutely. And I believe, this is Kaylee's rack to break. It's rack 7, so this will be a big momentum shift like we've been talking about. So if she can get this, she's within 1.
All right, folks, we're going to give a quick shout out to our sponsors here. Folks, we had to cut that commercial just a tad short. Shout out to Napa for sponsoring this event, headlining this event. Kaylee McIntosh to break. The score is currently 4-2 in favor of Veronique Menard.
Wow.
And Kaylee says, I'm going to just make them all so I don't have to shoot at them.
So that's a 4-point right there.
Right.
She made 4 balls on the break.
She's like, I don't need your stinking 3.
That almost looked like one of my trick shots where I hit and they all kind of go spread, man.
Absolutely.
She hit that great. If only you can do that every single time, that would be great.
You could bottle it up and sell it. Pool players will buy anything.
That's true.
You tell them they'd be the best with it.
Oh, yeah.
We're all that way, folks, just so you know.
Yeah, you should see what I take everywhere.
Wow.
See, I didn't expect her to undercut it that way.
Maybe just a little unsettled for Kaylee at the moment. And I don't know that it has anything to do with the score line. I think it's just, a little unsettled. These ladies are on the B side, so this is an elimination round matchup. The winner will advance forward. The loser is going home in 7th, 8th.
7th, 8th. Is this the first time this event Kaylee's been on the stream?
No.
Okay.
Kaylee was one of our first stream matches, actually, for this event. I think she might have played the very first one.
Slow down, cue ball. Still okay, but not ideal.
Yeah. No. She's going to have to just shoot this, stun it over, and back out to the center there. Like, literally, too, Veronique has got one of the best laughs. She's just so friendly. Great laugh. Great personality. Kind.
And great stroke, too.
And a great stroke. That's
that.
right.
And she's always hanging around like that, 9 to 12 spot almost every event. Even the ones I don't get a chance to watch a lot, I'm following the brackets, and she's always like in the top 20.
Yeah, absolutely. She works hard. I mean, she plays hard. She works hard. She's a solid individual. All right, nice shot there by Vero.
Even though the cue ball had to track a little bit, now she's got the right angle. All right, this 9-ball to go up 3 racks. And then it's her break, too.
Nice.
Fired that in with authority.
Authority.
You think Kaylee should take her break right now?
I think it's possible. I want to say thank you to the event sponsors here. This is a WPBA 2024 CueSpeed Napa Invitational. I want to say thank you to Railyard for hosting the event. Michelle Griffin for being our pool mama while we were here. She's a local realtor in the Louisville area. CueSpeed, poolshooters.com, Billiard Life Apparel, and of course Napa, North American Pool Shooters
Yes.
Association. All right, so thank you to our event sponsors. Without you guys, this event wouldn't be possible. And a special thank you to Angela Janik for promoting the event. Angela is the #1 rated Napa female in their organization, and of course she is sponsored by them here on the tour as well. So thank you to Napa and of course Angela Janik. And Brian, you also run the Napa in your area, correct?
Yes, I'm a league operator for Madison
league
County.
Operator, there you go. So all the Napa people up in the building.
Oh yeah, strong break again. I told people this was the best of both worlds for me. It was Napa and WPBA. I don't think she got a legal break. She made a ball and the one ball went
Kaylee's
past.
coming to the table, so apparently she did not.
And it's a wide open table. So now this is a big opportunity for Kayla if she can get this one, and then she's breaking to the next rack. So we'll see what happens here. Doesn't look like a super hard rack with a lot of bunches or anything. I mean, the 2 balls on the rail, but outside of that, everything's pretty open. As long as you can keep on the right side of the ball and not give yourself really tough shots, it's highly likely that she can get out here. But we'll see what she does. Good speed.
I like this. The only thing that I wish she'd have gotten maybe a half a ball or another full ball of rotation out of the cue ball. She's cutting this 3 into the pocket. She has to find the window between the 5 and the 6. Oh, leaving her. I mean, it's a, a pretty deep cut on the 4. She can come back and back and forth. The good thing is if she falls straight on the 5, that's okay because 6 goes in the left side pocket.
Yep.
So back and forth, just nice touch. Beautiful shot by Kaylee McIntosh. So she can shoot this, go 1 rail with a little follow. That's high on the cue ball. If you want your cue ball to travel forward, you put top English on it, which is you hit the cue ball on the high spot. She's just going to use some center follow. She punched it back out. She uses that punch a lot.
She does.
She's a stunner.
She's a stone cold stunner.
Stone cold stunner. Another player that uses stun, and you guys are all very familiar, is Kelly Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
She stuns the cue ball around the table regularly. That's always on the good side of the ball and kind of stuns around the table quickly.
Hence why they call her quick fire.
She's a tough one to commentate because you're still on 1 shot and she's 3 balls past you.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so a little center ball action. She can just roll this ball in. She doesn't have to do anything crazy. There you go.
Way to come back.
Yeah. She stunned her way to the finish line.
Da-da. Nicely done.
Well, Luke, we're happy you're doing okay. Luke's in the chat room, folks. I'm glad you're doing good. You made it through the storm.
It was funny. I was on sitting front row center, and I was actually in the chat room. And someone says, "Hey, hello in the chat room from 5 feet away." And I think I can't remember the guy's name who's always in the chat. One of the big fans, Tom, was his name maybe. Can't remember. He says, "Hey, wait a minute." It was the first time I did commentary with you. He says, "Hey, wait a minute. You're not in the chat. This isn't right."
This is weird. So Christina Zliteva is making a push back on Caroline Powell on our side table there. 4-2 in favor of Caroline.
She knows a comeback can't happen because she just saw it. She was just in it.
She just watched another one against her. Janet Atwell made a great comeback in that match. If you guys want to see an absolutely stellar match, go back and watch that. Fantastic matchup.
I know we're talking a lot about it, but it's worth it.
It is worth it. It was a great match.
2 balls on a
Alright.
break, 2 past the head string. We're good to go.
You'll notice Kaylee will take just a second. I do kind of want to explain too. I don't think people realize that they watch it from home. So you know how you watch other events and they're on a 30-second shot clock, and the guys are running up to the table and they got 2 cues and they end up having to lay one on the floor and whatever. So here at the WPBA, we do a 40-second shot clock with 1 extension per rack, 60 seconds after the break. But one thing they do here is if you have to run back and grab a different piece of equipment, they'll kind of pause the clock and let you get it. Because we don't use the shot clock as a punishment. We just use it to keep the TV matches on a steady pace and keep them on schedule.
I saw that when I was watching the matches, and I was like, I really appreciate that because, like, you know, what happens if you get back there and you're stumbling or whatever through your bag and everything, and that's kind of a punishment. One thing I also really appreciate you guys do is when you're down on the shot, if it gets to 10 seconds, you don't have somebody saying like, hey, 10 or whatever, as long as you're down.
Yeah, they just stop the clock, and if you get up, they'll go 10.
Yep.
So there are a few small little nuances that we've added just, you know, for comfort's purposes. We're not trying to punish you by putting people on the shot clock. We're just trying to keep the pace. And so there are a few little things that we do that are pretty much not done anywhere else. But it does work in our favor, and the girls enjoy it. We get a good, solid play out of them. Nobody's running around dropping cues on hardwood floors. So it works for us. So Kaylee did miss the 2 and got a pretty lucky leave. But she was, you know, trying to track that cue ball down table. Vero made another great hit, another good kick shot.
She's a kicking machine today.
She's just kicking the ball so well.
Cheap plug, if you want to learn how to kick like her, we'll show you how to kick with the bobble ball. And hopefully you get to win it.
Yeah. Oh, you're giving away our secrets, Brian.
I didn't say exactly what the game is. So, but no, kicking is a big part of the game, especially in rotation.
All right, so I like that she opted to cross over the 2 and bring the cue ball 2 rails under the 8. This whole wall of balls down at the bottom, and it actually is in an M shape. It's like an M-shaped wall of balls. So it's just perfect for safety play. So right there, Kaylee didn't have a clean shot on the 2. I like that she opted to cross over the 2 and bring the cue ball under the. Now here, I don't know, Veronique, what's she looking at? A 2-railer? She's looking at a 2-railer.
Almost even 3-rail.
1, 2, maybe come 3 underneath. Oh, man. Oh, that's the wrong ball.
She was trying to come really deep on that on that rail, almost to the point.
All right, so Kaylee does come to the table with ball in hand. I don't think the 4 passes the 6, but with ball in hand, she should be able to get somewhere underneath the pink 4. Maybe the 4-9. Is she looking at the 4-9?
Yeah, she's looking at it.
I mean, I guess if I had ball in hand, I may try to set that up. But I'm not really a giant fan of this 4-9 rack. I'm just saying.
But the 4 doesn't go down in any of the 2 corner pockets, so the position for her to get on either the side or the top corners, that might be tough too. So
yeah, I guess, okay, so I guess I can't say no, but what I would say is to make sure that if you don't get perfectly in position for a nice, easy stop shot on the combination, then you need to make sure that you're playing a 2-way shot on the combo.
Yep. I think she's going for it. Wait a minute. Actually, I think she's ducking. I think she might go right up.
She's going to roll the cue right up on the 9.
Yep. I think she initially maybe tried to set that up, and if she got straight, she would fire at it, but if she didn't, she'd play safe.
It's a good shot by Kaylee. So Vero's in a bit of a predicament here. But she, like I said, we've discussed it a couple times. She's kicking the ball so well. She looks like she's going to swerve around the 8. She may be able to kick the 4 ball 2 rails up by the 6. Oh, she caught it too thin. It's all right. She made a legal hit.
Yep.
Not much you can do about that. Yeah. At least she didn't give away ball in hand. Now Kaylee may be in the combo position again. Oh, okay. Maybe she'll try to bank it or run into it.
That's about the only thing you got as far as offensive.
Yeah, you either got to bank it or you got to run into it.
Bank it and stop it.
Cut it in thinly. And then I think she's looking to cut it in just based on, she just walked out and looked at it. I'm thinking she cuts it in and she's just going to play the slow bump into the 5.
Yep. And then just see where it goes from there.
Go,
hurry,
go,
hurry,
go.
hurry, hurry, hurry. Beep, beep.
We're like little kids. Go, go, go.
Well, it's because we're enjoying this. We're having fun.
Absolutely.
And pool's supposed to be fun.
It is supposed to be fun. It is fun. I mean, if you play it and you love it, it becomes funner. The better you get at it, though.
Yeah, it becomes more funner.
I think more funner. All right, so a little. She got good on the 5. It does go. She can easily clear the 9 and the 8, coming 2 rails out of the left-hand corner pocket to get shape on this round 7. I will tell you, I've watched so many girls this particular back cut shot here, but I've seen more girls missing it, but they're undercutting it or bobbling it, like just not getting a clean, smooth transition through the shot throughout the event. Obviously, at this point in the event, I don't see any of the 8 girls left making too many drastic errors, but I've watched it time and time again this weekend. All right, guys, I want to say, too, don't forget to share and thumbs up. Don't forget to thumbs up on the YouTube. If you could share the stream, we'd really appreciate that, especially if you are friends with one of these 2 players. Maybe you can tag them in it so all their friends can see that they're live here with the WPBA.
And one other thing, there's that little dollar symbol right next to your chat box. Make sure you send them a little bit of a donation. That would be amazing for them. Helps out with the stream. Helps out with some expenses from that. And it just helps the stream get better and better and keeps the stream free.
Yeah, there's a couple different ways you can donate to the WPBA. You can to the WPBA stream. You can donate through WPBA.com, and it'll say donate here. Click on that, send us your donations. You can also donate through the little money symbol that's right next to your chat box. Or you could purchase a set of these balls here that we have at this event. After every event, we sell these balls off and ship them out when we get home. If you guys are interested in purchasing that, they're $370 shipped inside the continental 48 states. So it's pretty cool. I like it. Now I don't think we actually have the cue balls here that for people to sign, because typically we'll say you can get a signed cue ball. But if you order a set of balls, we may be able to facilitate like maybe a box getting signed or something like that. Or you can have them sign your measle ball, but then you'd never get to use it. That would kind of be a bummer.
Yeah, maybe sign the
if
underside
you have
of the
one,
box.
Yeah, like I open up the lid and have people sign stuff. Like I had a friend of mine bought a set of these balls, and he said, I want your signature, I want your autograph, which was mine. And I was like, why? There's like Kelly Fisher here,
Ooh, Cuba almost went. It almost went again.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Kind of reminds you of the times Christina almost scratched in the side.
Well, I think that Kaylee has no option here other than to push.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing.
So there's nothing she can do. She's just going to have to push. It's just awkward. Can you foul and push? Like, if you push through the ball, does that technically count as a foul?
Yeah.
Like, I just push right through it.
Yeah, but you still have to have a legal hit.
Do you? Because you don't have to. You don't have to hit a rail. You don't have to hit another ball. You can even make the 9.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you can just push.
That would be interesting.
Like triple, quadruple hit through this 8 ball and get the cue ball out somewhere. I mean, I'm not kidding, but I'm kidding.
Right. I think she did the best thing she could with what she had right there.
Yeah, she just really had. It was reminiscent of that cue ball in the six with Christina Zluteva and Janet Atwell's match. Yeah.
Now, hopefully she didn't go out far enough that gives Vera a shot on the 1. But she also has a really good safety here, so we'll see what she does.
Hi, Maria. That's Mama Zluteva. So basically how it works is if you stay on the A side, you don't have to play a lot. If you stay on the B side, because we run these events in 4 days. So if you stay on the A side, you get lots of rest. If you happen to lose early in the event, you are likely to play all day long. You want to keep winning. And so unfortunately, like I said, we only have 4 days to get these events done, and there are 64 ladies competing. It can be a tough grind. It is not easy. We jokingly call it the scenic route when you make it to the B side, but it's not always scenic.
Right.
So yeah, it can be a tough grind if you lose early in this event or in any of the 64 fields. There's just not much we can do, or we wouldn't get it done by, Tuesday if we only made them play an hour here and an hour there.
Right.
We'd be here till next week.
All right, see what she does here.
Right, Maria? I agree with you. It is tough action. It is tough business, these tournaments. But if you can make it through on Saturday, Saturday's kind of the rough day. If you can make it through on Saturday, though, you get yourself some rest, and you can come back refreshed on Sunday and try to win a tournament. All right, that was a nice little touch shot there. Vero's going to have to thin this blue 2 and try to bring the cue ball around and use that 3 as a blocker.
She's been doing really good with her speed so far this match, so we'll see what she does here.
I feel as though that somewhat is conducive with the fact that she's kicking well right now, too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, the speed is in play. And I do want to say, if you guys, right where that Big Family Custom Creations logo is right now in Game On Gear, there's a gentleman sitting right there. That is Kenny. He is a tech for Olhausen. So shout out to Kenny for coming and hanging out with us and buying all us ladies some refreshments, not alcoholic refreshments. He's not doing that. But he has brought us some cool swag and come to visit some of the players. And actually, Christina Zluteva just recently signed with Olhausen,
Yeah,
so I think he's here supporting her as well.
I saw that on her Facebook page about a week or so ago.
Yeah. Hi, Lisa Carver in the chat. I was playing. I just finished. I got 17th in this event.
Another Hill thriller.
Yeah, it was a Hill thriller, and I don't want to discuss it any longer.
That's all right. I was there watching it, so don't worry about it.
I'm still sensitive about it.
We've had a number of Hill matches today.
It's been rough action at this event. All right, so looks like Kaylee can just thin bank this ball, bring the cue ball around. I like that. She just played a bit of a containing safety. She could have actually traveled the cue ball a bit further, I feel.
Could have, yeah.
Because now Vero has a good opportunity here. She can kick under this, maybe a bit of a kick and stick.
Yep.
Kick under the 2, bank it past the 8, and hopefully the cue ball will stay under the 8 ball.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah,
she still hit it, though.
She did hit it. But I do think she's left Kaylee a shot. It's a thin cut on the 2, but... Oh, and she's, like, elevated over the 9 ball.
Double whammy.
Yeah, it got real awkward. She could return it and just, thin the 2 back under the 8 and leave the cue ball. If she can get it around the 6, I wouldn't sweat the cue ball as much as I would the position of the 2. She overhit it. She's going to get away with it, I think. I do think she'll get away with it. Yeah, let's look at the overhead view for this one.
If she goes do it sideways again. Nah, I mean, she might be able to go rail first, maybe elevate a little bit and swerve around and go rail first.
Okay.
Or she can just kick it the other way. The way she's kicking, I would, if I was a betting man, which occasionally I do, I would say either way she goes, I would bet for her to hit it. No double kiss there. I don't know if the 2 will get up past the 4. Or she can hit the 2 and not foul it, hitting the 8 first, trying to cut that.
No, I don't think it's that close. I think she can cut the 2 easily, and if not, she could throw it with a little right-hand spin, throw it that direction, and avoid the 8, but I don't think it's even that close. See, look through our window.
Now I see it.
Yeah.
Now we're actually
It's
looking at the actual thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a little deceiving from the camera view, but she's going to thin it. She may be able to thin this and get the, I don't know.
Go behind the 4?
Yeah, she could. I don't know if she can get that far under the 4. Oh, she going to get it? Oh, no.
Ooh.
I actually think that in that situation, I wonder if she wouldn't be better suited to shoot the 2 towards the pink 4 and put the cue up against the 6. Like to the rail and back to the 6.
Right.
Just because then she can shoot with a little pace and she doesn't really have to,
And
thin something, and I don't know.
Well, that also it's less time or less speed for the cue ball to go, less distance for the cue ball to go.
Right.
And Vero going to come with a shot here, see what she does. Hit that sporty. The lady commentator with the nice voice is the legend herself, Lonnie Fox Raymond.
Hi, Cherry. What's happening? All right, so like this, she's probably going to stun it to the rail and back over. I don't know if she can pinch hold it. Can she? Oh, God, she hit that good. Oh, I thought she hit it really good. See, I didn't think that. I thought that was a little too much angle to try that shot.
You had to throw that to pinch it, and I think she threw
or
it off.
play it with some follow and kill it off the rail to get position. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm not shooting, so I'm sitting in this booth.
True, but then you can look at ideally, what could be better numbers-wise. Because at that point, it's what are you feeling at the time? And if it works, it works. And here we go. Kaylee going to cut this in. All right, we got some good shape here on the 4, so she can roll up off one rail on 5.
Well, she definitely needs to make sure that she has angle. And I almost am a bit afraid. She's enough. These shots right here can be a little tricky on these tables because the cloth is new. Just one railing it back down. She needs to find the window between the 6 and the 8.
Look at this. Look at this. A little bit of bounce.
She hit it well, folks.
Nicely done.
And I think she's left herself enough angle to come up one rail for the 6 in the right-hand corner pocket.
This is shaping up to be yet another close match on the stream, and that's what you want.
Yeah, as a player, you don't want it. But
As a
as spectator, you
Yep.
want those tight grinds, right? We like all the hill thrillers, and while they're sweating, we all get the chills and the goosey bumps, and
Yep.
they're sweating it.
What would be interesting if you could somehow put a heart monitor on the players on the stream?
I think they've done that somewhere. I can't remember who it was that did that. Didn't they do that for the Moscone Cup once?
Might have been for the Moscone Cup.
Could you imagine?
Ooh. Or I think it might have been a long money match also that had something like that.
I'll tell you what, I'm nervous watching those guys, let alone be out there playing.
Right.
Be shaking out of my clothes. All right. She
Shot.
played that with a little inside English so that when the cue ball pushes off the 9, it naturally comes back the other direction. It's a good shot. Yeah, right? You can do that with smartwatches. Somebody in the chat said do that with
Yeah.
smartwatches. That's true. I wonder if we can plug their smartwatch into our computers, though.
Yeah, I was going to say we would
How do
want to
we
see
get
it.
the data from that, though?
Yeah,
So
you would want to see it on the stream. That would
Yeah.
be cool.
that would be cool.
And with that, right, Kaylee McIntosh
Has tied
ties
this
up.
matchup 5-5.
And it's her break.
All right, folks. I want to say thank you to our tour sponsors. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Kaylee McIntosh Driscoll to break. The score is currently 5-5. This is a race to 8. Please make sure to share, like, and to subscribe to our stream. If you're watching on Billiard TV and you want to join our chat room, you can go to YouTube and search WPBA Billiards. Become part of our chat family. We have a great chat. I think we have a great chat family, don't you think?
We do. I'm in there all the time, and we
Yeah.
always have fun. Every once in a while, you get a clown in there once or twice, but that's with everything. But I think for the most part, everybody that's in there chatting, we're all rooting on these ladies,
Yeah.
and we try to entertain ourselves and try to also sometimes entertain Lonnie.
Yeah, you guys do entertain me. Sometimes you all are funny. And we do, sometimes we'll do polls or something fun
I
in
love the
chat.
polls; those are fun.
So you guys, if you've never been part of the WPBA family and you're interested in checking us out on YouTube, come on over and subscribe to the WPBA Billiards channel, and you will always get notified whenever we go live.
I think we all need to write a song about Lonnie's Budweiser cue.
No, it was a Bud Light
Bud
cue
Light cue.
with a screw-on tip, and Pat Hickok already wrote me
That's
one.
what it was. It was Pat. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That said that. Why are you not in the chat?
Maybe he has a wedding or something. It's Saturday.
No, I mean, why I wasn't in the chat.
Oh, you weren't in the
because
chat
I was in the
that
booth.
day?
I was in the booth yesterday, and he's like, "This is weird. You're not in
Oh,
the chat."
okay.
It was Pat. That's
Pat
what it
who
was.
said it to you. Okay, gotcha. I lost track of that whole thing right there.
It's okay.
My bad.
You've been crazy busy this weekend, so you're allowed.
Yeah. I kind of wear a lot of hats. I talk to a lot of people when I'm here, and I like to help if I can with the merchandise sales or with tournament direction or the tablets or whatever I can do to help when I'm not streaming. Like if I get people that come in and do guest commentary, I prefer to go help. So I do like to be involved.
Nice shot. No, I completely understand. Like I play in and run the majority of our artistic pool tournaments. Granted, less players, so I don't have to deal with as much. So I can understand though of an event of this size, trying to do multiple things at once, where all the other players they come in and they play. That's all they do. Versus you're playing, but then you're commentating, you are helping with the tournament, you're helping answer all these different questions, and you're getting pulled in 9 million different ways. And guess what?
Yeah.
Everyone gets to practice. You don't get as much practice time. So the fact that you got where you are and you cashed in this tournament with all of what you were doing is impressive.
Well, thank you. I do it for the girls, though. I only do it for the ladies. They
Yep.
deserve it.
Yep.
They're a great product.
It is a great product.
They are. They're marketable and beautiful and funny and fantastic, and they deserve all of that. And so I would work triple time and still play pool.
Yep.
If that's what they needed me to do. All right, so Kaylee McIntosh here, getting ready to try to figure out how to run these 4 balls and take the lead for literally the first time in this match. So maybe just 1 rail over. Yeah, for the 7. She could have dug in a tad bit more onto that because now she's got a pretty steep angle. But if she plays with just this, with even just a center ball with just basic pocket speed, just hard enough to get it to the pocket, she really doesn't have to do much with the cue. She's digging in. Looks like she's going to try to go 2 rails and out around this left-hand corner pocket. I'm in the middle on that, but that'll work for her. She can shoot this 8 and then in turn shoot the 9 in the same pocket or even potentially kill the cue ball right there. Go to the rail, back out, little kill stroke, shoot the 9 in the left-hand corner.
Well, she likes stun shots, so that
She
last shot was
does.
like basically like a stun shot with spin instead of just coming off the rail. So
It's definitely in her wheelhouse, this stun. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I don't know if anybody knows this, but Kaylee was a collegiate golfer and a very competitive one.
all right. And then Kaylee taking a lead now for the first time in the match.
Let's check the scores going on in the other match. So at the moment, Caroline Powell is up 5-3 over Christina Zlayteva. Other matches going on in the room. We do have Allison Fisher and Marguerite Fefalova-Steyer warming up, as well as Christina Tkach and Pia Filler. Everybody kind of getting ready to play some pool. Those are A-side matchups, and I do think we're going to have Pia Filler and Christina Tkach on the stream.
That's going to be an awesome match.
I was having a hard time. I wish they could just plant 2 tables in this view so I could watch both matches.
That would be great.
With Allison and Margaret, it was really tough to figure it out.
Looks like the players are on a little bit of a break right now. So what is next, Lonnie? What is the next event?
Yeah, so this is a good one. We're going to be in New Hampshire for the Capital City Open. It's pretty exciting. I don't know a ton about the room, but I heard it's nice. I have not been there yet, so I'm pretty excited about that. And actually, I have a friend of mine, Frank Mialetti, who is the operator of PA Pro-Am. He's actually going to come in and help me stream.
Oh, very cool.
For the New Hampshire event. So I'm pretty excited to have him come help me out. We're buddies. We get along really well. And so he's just gonna come in. He's close to the area. Plus, he has girls playing in the event that he sponsors. One of them being Ashley Benoit.
Yeah.
And I know he sponsors Brianna Miller as well as Skylar Hess. I mean, he's got quite a group of ladies, a group of women players that he supports, as well as a couple guys. And he offered to come help me out, and maybe we'll throw a bonus channel up, a bonus stream up on our YouTube with his help. And I mean, obviously I can do it, and we have done bonus streams before where we've run 2 tables simultaneously. But the problem is on my end is that it just puts a lot of pressure on my computer. And so I'm trying to figure out a way. Maybe I can get another laptop or something where I can run a secondary stream that won't put a lot of heat on my computer.
Right.
But yeah, so if anybody's got a really nice laptop out there that they don't use anymore, that really only needs to be able to, use my broadcaster and some YouTube action, let me know.
Yeah, there were times to where when you had both streams going, I had the main stream on my big screen at home, I had the secondary stream on a tablet, and I had my phone doing chat.
I'm finding out now. I'm wondering. Oh, Mr. Squirtalicious. That's a great name, by the way. Ray is not in the booth with me. I'm actually in the booth with the infamous Brian Pauly Superman.
Superman trick shots in the chat if you've been in the chat.
Ray, Superman trick shots. Yep. Yeah. So if you're familiar with our chat room, he typically is in the chat, but this time he made it to the actual event, so we made him get in the booth with us.
Yep. And speaking of that, since the girls are on a break, I know I am not in the booth for the next match. So we'll see however many times I am left being in here, because I know Sunday's a big day, and that's always, I would probably rather have the girls in there with you, because that's what everybody wants to see. So if this is my last time in here, I want to say that it has been an absolute honor and a privilege to be in here.
I'm emotional today. You better stop, Brian. I might cry.
Well, it's being a fan of what you girls do. I'm always in the chat, but then now being able to be here with you girls, and I always enjoy watching you girls. Like I said, I know a lot of them here, so it was just an honor for me to be here.
So when I talk about what's happening here in these events, like, so now that you're actually here, am I speaking about it right? I mean, am I explaining it right to people at home? The energy and the vibe when you come and hang out with us live.
Absolutely.
It is cool, isn't it?
Yep.
It's a good time.
When I was in Bristol earlier this year, I was really only there for like 2 afternoons. Like I wasn't there for like a full day. This is my second full day. I'll be here all day tomorrow, and I'm just enjoying it. I cannot recommend it enough. If the WPBA comes near you, absolutely go to it because it's an amazing vibe, and you'll love it.
Yeah, we have so much fun here, and I try to tell people. I just don't know if I always kind of convey it properly to the people at home, how much fun it is. The girls are super approachable. They're hanging out in the room with you. You can go sit down and eat with them. I mean, everybody's just here chilling, you know. And I mean, granted, you've got girls who are coming and going because they have matches. But for the most part, once they're done, they'll hang around, they'll chat. Some of the girls stay late in the evenings and hit balls afterwards, and so it's a good time.
Yep. I don't think for the first time, Vero got a legal break. She made a ball
No,
on
this
the
would be
break.
second time.
Oh,
that
second
she's
time.
done it.
Okay.
Remember earlier she did too, but actually it wasn't illegal. She broke dry because remember the cue ball got stuck in the pocket.
That's right.
It was a dry break.
That's
it was
right.
not illegal. But now we have an illegal break.
Yep. So the one ball crossed the head string, but no other ball did. Leaving Kaylee a tester here.
She just really needs to bear down, make sure she pockets the ball. That's got to come first. 2 rails out for the 2 in the right-hand side pocket. She hit that beautifully. Great shot.
All right, so you think she runs into the 5 to stop it? So
She can. I don't know how far she wants to push the 5. I may pinch draw and just hold it there a little bit. See how she's kind of, she can run into the 5, but if she pinch draws it with a little bitty pinch stroke and just pulls it back past the 5 a tad, she doesn't even have to touch it really. She can, but she's going to land in the same place like that. I just didn't Kaylee stuns the ball with a firm stroke. It makes me nervous that she's going to push it into those pack of balls.
right. Carly in the chat says, even if it doesn't come near you, travel.
That's right,
Exactly.
Carly. That a girl.
I drove 3 hours to
girl.
get to here, which is not a lot, but I went to Bristol. That was about 5.5.
Listen, Carly darn near blew up her car to get to the airport to come to ICB. And if she can sacrifice her car, y'all, you guys can come see us.
Good stroke there.
Dang,
Her
she
cue
hits
ball.
it so
Good bounce.
good. All right, what do you think, folks? Do you think she can cut this pink 4? Sure does look like it. I don't know. It's up a little ways on the table, isn't it?
There's a 5 past the 6 in the corner.
What view do I need for that?
Overhead, maybe?
All right, let's do that one. Yeah,
Looks like it does.
it does.
Yeah, okay. Then she can just go 1 rail with speed. And
It goes in either corner, actually. I think it goes past the 8, too.
So now she's got options.
Swing better. Well, I like this. This was a much smarter shot than us just firing at the,
And that's one thing I've said a number of times
hole in
to
the
my
wall.
friends about the WPBA players is if it's not a high percentage and the safety's more high percentage, go with the safety. You guys play way smarter than most people.
That was one thing I will say, and I think that tends to be why we have these ladies here. You will see more safety play with us, and even though we are capable of making all those big shots, every girl here is capable of making that big shot. But why take the chance of selling out? Like, they're just smarter about it, you know? They're self-saving, I guess, is the right way to think about that.
Well, how many times have people gone for the big shot in a league match and they're like, oh, I can make this, and they miss, and they sell it and leave it wide open and they lose.
And then they're like, that guy got so lucky to beat me. If I wouldn't have missed that ball.
Exactly. Or I could have played it safe and got a ball in hand.
Yeah, like, if I would have just played it safe, I would have won that game, you know? So I think there's a lot to say about that. And I do tell people, like, sometimes when I watch other streams and I listen to commentary, right? People will say, oh, she should have just went after that. Or they don't understand the safety, or maybe don't even call the safety because they don't see it, right? But these ladies are so intelligent at the table. They have great pool minds.
Yep.
And it's fun to watch when they get into some of these little niche-y safety battles. Looks like we're in one right now. She's just going to roll this cue. Oh, she swung at it. Wow. That's interesting.
Let's see.
Not really
Is
sure.
Vero, can Vero see the 4? Looks like you can see.
No. Maybe.
Maybe the edge.
Oh, I'm starting to get slap happy, y'all. I apologize. You guys are about to hear me start giggling over silly things.
All right, it's almost like she's going for a 2-rail kick. Potentially. We'll see what she does.
I don't know if she can hit the 4 in the face enough to cross over it and bank the 4 down table and get the cue ball under the 5, 6, 8. I can't tell. None of my views really give me the view that I want.
She's looking like she's going to the edge of it.
If she can make this, we're going to feel silly.
I don't think she can make it, but she
Oh, my goodness.
from our
we're
angle.
fired. That's it. Get out the booth. You guys are done for.
Just look the
no
angle that we
call
saw.
Heaven. That's it. They're not going to give us any of the big bucks, Brian. They're going to be like, these two don't know what they're talking about.
Hey, but we were at least entertaining, right?
We were finding a bunch of different safeties.
Yeah.
All right. See if Vero is, I think she's going to play a safety, but she may be offensive here. We'll see.
She looks like she can pocket it.
She's going it. She's going all in, folks.
How she was getting on the 6 was interesting because she had a couple different options there.
Yeah, that's the only reason I felt as though that was a little bit tricky. Because you're swinging the cue ball around. But these ladies both have made some really nice shots, and then they're just getting a tad out of line, right? And so now you got to come with the next tough shot and the next tough shot, just trying to get back in line. All right, she used that 9 for a stopper. That was a great shot by Veronique. And these 2 balls to get her tied back up in this match at 6s.
Shot that with authority.
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 Old South Park action right there. You kill Kenny. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Veronique and Kaylee McIntosh, 6 and 6.
All right, here we go. 6-6. Kaylee to break. Look at this. She's been hitting the break very well this entire match. Ooh, got a little bit of love there on the 3.
Can we get a whoop whoop?
Whoop whoop.
Brian tried his best. He really did.
Hey, if you're getting slap happy, I'm gonna get slap happy too.
I can't help it. I think that I didn't get. I slept last night too. I don't know what happened. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for tuning in. For those of you guys who are new to the chat room, this is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and I'm joined in the booth by Brian Pauly, Superman Trick Shots. And this is a fantastic matchup between the Canadian champion Veronique Menard and the natural Kaylee McIntosh Driscoll. This is a race to 8. They're currently 6-6. Yes, Marty. Hi, Marty. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Kaylee was, she was bred by pool players. You're absolutely right. Her mom and dad are both here, cheering her on and supporting Kaylee, which they do all the time anyway. But her daddy doesn't always come to the events, but her mom's usually was there. And but it's nice to have her dad here too. He's great. He cracks me up.
Interestingly enough, where Buddy Hall is actually at right now, like the pool room he is kind of around, um, it's in Metropolis, Illinois, which is kind of ironic with my nickname being Superman, and he's based out of Metropolis now.
You should take him a cape. All right. All right, 2 rails out of the corner, kicking that one or 2
Nice
ball down
hit.
table.
Look at this.
All right, so that deserves all the snaps, folks.
Absolutely.
That was fantastic.
She, like we said, she's been kicking great all match.
Ada just kicked the booth next to her, the chair, little stool next to me, and all kinds of noise happened. I know you guys probably didn't hear it at home, but. Well, hello, Peter Cooper. Thank you for tuning in. This is the WPBA Billiards on YouTube and Billiard TV.
All the way from London, England. I actually have some friends over there in England right now. Alrighty, see what Kaylee does here. She might swerve this in the back rail or just hit it with some speed and some English. See what she does.
Looks like she's throwing a little spin on that ball to make sure she gets a hit on the 2. Watch the side pocket.
Ooh.
Well, that has worked out nicely. I don't know. Do you think she can see the 2?
She might be able to see the 2 from here.
And she might have caught the window between the 3 and the 5 or the 7 ball there. We are using the Aramith Pro Cup Series balls made by Aramith. I just said Aramith Pro Cup Series made by Aramith.
That's okay.
We have the pink 4 and the purple 5 or orange 5. What is going on?
That's okay. Wrong, different ball set.
No, I'll tell you. So I just did a Matchroom event, and they used the Dynasphere balls. And
those are different, too.
Yeah, and with the gray 6 and the teal 7. Boy, we screwed that up a bunch of times.
That's okay. Oh, almost.
Oh,
almost.
Come on, look at there. She's going to get there.
So
got away with that. She did get away with that.
So while Kaylee's coming up to her pond, Timmy G's says, sorry, Roberto Gomez is Superman. So Roberto and I have a nice little agreement. We're pretty good friends. He is the Superman of regular pool, and I am the Superman of artistic pool, or trick shots, however you want to say it. So it's kind of like he's in his universe and I'm in my universe. So we still technically are Superman.
They're Supermen.
I actually gave him a autographed picture of Tom Welling.
You should have told him he could be your Robin.
Well, I told him we were talking about Superman stuff, and I said, "But do you have a costume like me?" And showed him the picture, and he goes, "Nope." And he kind of did like the whole bow down little thing, so that was kind of funny. I'll allow it. Yep.
Hi, Mike. Thank you for tuning in from Ontario, Canada. You got your Canadian champion here grinding. She's playing fantastic. They're sitting in 7th, 8th position at the moment, looking to advance to the 5th, 6th, and possibly forward. That was a great starting shot on the 2 by Veronique.
And this is a big game for both of them because this is to get to the hill. Sometimes I think the match or the game before the hill is almost more important.
Yes, I would agree with that. So I think that nice little stun shot there on the red 3 to the pink 4. She can just kind of, is from those of you guys who are from the UK over there, she can just hit this ball and screw it back.
Yep.
We say draw it back, but I know overseas they say they say screw it back.
To answer your question, Jimmy, his name is Steve Markle. Good friend of mine. He actually put me out of the Worlds, which he wasn't as good of a friend. But if you ever watch the Lincoln Nautilus commercial where Matthew McConaughey does a pool trick shot, it's actually Steve shooting it. So that answers your question.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so she can just roll this in, right? She can just roll this in, make sure she gets the cue ball off the rail.
Yep.
Just one rail and back out. Doesn't need to do anything crazy. Not a lot of pace. I feel as
You
though
slow
she may have
down.
overhit that. Look at, she
Yeah.
knows it too.
Yep.
She's like, man, she overhit that just a bit.
I mean, she's still got a line to go through the 8 and 9 and come 2 rails potentially behind the 8
So
for shape.
yeah, she does. She can come under the 8 and back out to the center of the table. This is a tricky shot. She may be able to cut this 7 ball with draw and bump into the 8. It's just, man, when you're at this point in the match, right? This is definitely, she definitely didn't want to overrun that
Right.
6. Don't worry, Timmy in the chat room. Brian doesn't play regular pool either.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
That was good.
We like to pick on Brian here.
Nah, I play decent. It's just I don't play consistent because I don't practice it.
No, he plays great trick shots, though.
All right, see what Vero does here.
Looks like she's keeling low on the cue ball.
Nice
All
stroke.
right.
Oh, come
Oh.
on, slow down, keep on.
I think she would have preferred to bump. Oh, boy.
Ooh,
It's dark in
wow.
there. Don't do it. All right. Mark Forrester, hi, from Louisiana. So while everyone's here who is watching, if you're in the chat, why don't you guys go ahead and tell us where you're all from? We've got 300, over, 300, almost 400 people in the chat at the moment. If you guys could take just a second and let us know where you're from, that would be fantastic. And when you do that, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button on your way. Wow.
Oh, she went for it. Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Did she leave
I don't
Kaylee anything?
know. Yeah, Kaylee has it. She can see the 8 ball.
See it? Okay.
Yeah, she can see it. Texas. Kaylee's getting ready to boot, scoot, and boogie on this 8 ball.
Boot and scoot
Oh,
and boogie.
it just died off that short rail.
Lindsay, Southwest Ohio, where at? I'm actually in the South Charleston area, which is around London.
Quebec. Thank you for watching. Edmonton, Georgia, Ontario, Maryland. Wow, there you guys are from all over. Well, thank you for tuning in. Kaylee McIntosh with this 9 ball to take first shot at the hill.
Nice
Wow.
shot.
Fantastic shot by Kaylee McIntosh.
Mookie from Columbus.
Lots of things going on. Hey, what's up, Bruce? All right, guys. I'm going to throw a quick commercial and say thank you to our sponsors here at the WPBA. All right, Veronique to break. The score is currently 7-6 in favor of Kaylee McIntosh, the natural. Wow, you guys, hi from Germany. Thank you for tuning in. Florida, stay safe, James Barrow. We're thinking about all you guys. Oh, there's my mother-in-law. Hi, Connie. Everybody say hi to my mother-in-law.
Hi, Connie. All right.
My
so
mom was in the chat yesterday. My mother-in-law's in the chat today. They're just checking on me, making sure I'm acting right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is never.
All right, so Veronique does not have a good starting shot on the 1, but she can play the 1 ball into the blue 2 and bring the cue ball back down table, kind of where it is, would be acceptable.
Yep.
Ultimately, froze on the back side of something would be fantastic for her, right?
Yeah, using the 2 is basically a stopper.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at this. Look at
Okay.
this. Where'd she leave her?
Michigan. Oh, thank goodness. She would not been happy to make that 7. Hi from Germany. Hi back from Louisville, Kentucky. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate you guys being here.
Do I still have the Luke Skywalker wig? Yes, I do.
All right, Red Zone, you almost had to pay me $50.
Yeah, almost.
Almost. Wow.
Look at this.
Oh, off the six.
Oh, man.
We're starting to get slap happy, folks. Brian and I are feeling it.
We're just enjoying this.
Yeah. Yeah, so Torsten, I see you in the chat. Pia is still in. She will be on the stream table next round in an A-side matchup versus Christina the Crystal Sikach.
Jerry watching from Kenya, 2:11 in the morning there. Thank you for watching.
Hope you have some popcorn and a Pepsi. All right, so this is a bit of a testing starter shot, but really, Veronique has a real opportunity here. Nothing is super tied up. Nothing is too hard to get to. So she pockets this one ball and gets a decent shot on the two.
Nice shot.
She could be off to the races.
And watching in the chat, Red Zone, thank you for making that donation anyways. He went to the WPBA website.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, I know. I was so emotional. I was doing all the tech work behind the scenes for that match while these guys were doing the commentary. And I was like, I got like teary-eyed.
Oh, yeah.
I was like gut-wrenched. I was so invested. I wasn't even doing the tech work. I was literally watching the match.
I don't know how many times you, me, and Emily looked at each other like
Oh
going through the match. Like, is this happening?
I know. It was crazy good. If you guys get an opportunity and you weren't watching it live, go back and watch Janet Atwell versus Christina Zlateva. It was a fantastic match. All right, so this 4-ball, she's got angle, which is perfect. She needs to just keep it nice and controlled, play things at pocket speed, get back to the center of the table, and she should be able to make almost every shot from the center of the table. So run this 5 into the 7. She wants to be mindful not to follow the 7-ball in with the orange 5. Well, thanks, Ramshank, for your donation to the WPBA. We appreciate you.
Nice speed.
Which was smart. She played it at a proper speed.
Yep.
You know, so she's going to really be mindful here. These ladies are on a mandatory 40-second shot clock with 1 extension per rack. She's going to get the bridge here.
All right, so just nice and controlled. Float up. There we go. Nice angle.
I love that she left herself on this short rail down here and left herself with a nice little angle coming back out of the pocket very naturally. She doesn't have to do anything. Now, I personally like to shoot this ball with some draw and slide it up the rail a little bit.
Okay.
So if you do it with some draw, it's going to slide wide to that long rail there. But you can also play short side on the A or just center ball it and get back to the center of the table, which we discussed earlier.
Yep.
She put a little spin on it. I don't know how you feel about that. But she's fine.
Ironically, that's exactly how I would have shot that with just a little bit of outside.
Spin. I don't like the outside. See how it dug in like that? And then the cue ball starts spinning. I don't trust the speed on them. I like dragging it out, widening the shot out. I'm kind of one of those. I like my draw English. You know, I'm very comfortable with bottom of the cue ball. It's my favorite. If I had to pick, if I could shoot something with draw or play it with follow, I'd probably play it with draw.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
I feel like the pockets accept the ball better with draw.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Darian Thompson, you can go back. There's going to be 2 matches after this match, so I'm going to have to edit the title because this is not Janet and Christina Zlateva. It will be on there, though. Yeah, Gerard. So Gerard in the chat room asked about the shot clock. We do. We have a 40-second shot clock. We have a timekeeper. And actually, you can see one of our timekeepers in above the Kamui sign right now. That's Michael Ishibashi. He travels to some of our events with us. And then the other matches, every other match, my husband, Bob Raymond, does the shot clocking. He's the official timekeeper for the tour. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the score is currently 7-7.
Another Hill thriller.
Another Hill thriller.
I think it's me. If I'm in the booth, we get a Hill.
How many times, though? Tell me, you watch the stream all the time. We see this all the time.
All the time.
With this alternate break format. And there are times where these girls can have a 5-0 lead, and it'll come back on them, and then boom, we're watching a Hill thriller.
I mean.
So Kaylee McIntosh to break.
Yeah, I mean, Christina was 4-0 up on Janet, and it was Hill. I think this was 4-1 at one point. Good break.
Oh, I jumped out of my chair.
But here's the thing, but I don't think she did a 3-point because I don't think she made a ball.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, here's the thing about the 3-point rule, folks. So the 3-point rule in the WPBA supersedes even a dry break rule. So when Veronique comes to the table, she cannot push because Kaylee did not make a legal break. So she either has to play a safety or she has to make an offensive shot, but she cannot push. Only the breaker can push on an illegal break. Is that not weird? It's weird.
It is a little weird.
It's a thing. And I'm not opposed to it. I just think it's a strange rule because I feel like the incoming shooter gets punished a little.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not opposed to it. Like I said, I play it and I understand it. But I definitely think it's a bit of a strange situation. All right, so is she going offensive here because she can play the cue ball 2 ways? No.
No, Scott.
No.
Wow.
Wow, and unfortunately for Kaylee, I don't think as though she's got any shot at all. I mean, this is even a tricky kick shot. You can see she's a little frustrated. I mean, we all know that, this is 9-ball pool. We get lots of rolls one way or the other. So you can't really get frustrated. You just got to try to figure out what's best for your situation.
Right. I think she might see a window.
She can go one rail and cross over the one for a kick shot. She doesn't want to come in too tight to the pocket, though.
Oh.
Nice try. Very nice attempt. Veronique Menard is going to come to the table with ball in hand.
Looks like the 2 does pass the 8, so she can get on the 2. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, the unfortunate part, I saw somebody in the chat say something about Veronique's match with Pam. Well, and to be completely fair, those were early round matches.
Yeah.
Veronique's had, what, a day, 2 days of full play since then?
Yeah.
Of course, she's going to settle in and look better. We all do. After 2 days, we all start to play quite a bit better.
Yep.
And to be completely fair, too, the table was so slick at that point in the event. This table has had, 12 hours of play on it for the last 2 days. All right, so she came up a little short. She bumped the ball coming out of the pocket. Do you play a safety here and just thin the 2 and come under the 8?
I would say either that or you clip it on the left side of the 2 and try to go down to the other end of the table and have all those balls, more than one ball to block.
Yeah, but if you clip it too much, can the 2 play off the 6? So, yeah.
The only other offensive shot is you carry them off the 6.
So she did just call an extension, and I just want to be clear. On a Hill match, wow, nice touch.
Nice touch.
She put Kaylee in a spot there. That 8-ball blocks the 2 railer.
And it depends on if the 2 ball's frozen now. Because if it's
No,
frozen.
You can see the light between the rail and the ball.
I see it now, yep.
Yeah. So what I was going to say about that, I don't remember now.
2 extensions in Hill.
Yeah, they get 2 extensions. I'm so invested in what's happening in front of me.
I'm there, too. I
So
love
they
this
do
match.
get 2 extensions on the Hill rack. So that's just another way to not punish the girls. We know that when you're Hill, you're going to slow down. You're going to need some extra time to think. These girls pay a lot of money to play in these events. Okay, she needed to touch it. Wow.
Are you serious?
That
Did
is
she
the
go
second
right between them?
ball
Wow.
in hand. She's on 2.
That is 2.
She's on 2.
Oh my goodness! How can you imagine that, a 3 foul to win a Hill game?
I don't know if Veronique knows she's on 2. I bet she's not even thinking about it. Because Vero played a couple shots, right? So she probably didn't even think about it, but she's totally
See
on
what
2.
she could, I mean, she could, just stop it right there, right behind the 6, and bank the 2 ball 3 rails.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Vero doesn't know it.
Or is she going for the cut? See what she does here. Yep.
She does know it.
She does know it. Look,
She's
at
going to
this.
tell her you're on 2. She just did it. She did know it.
She did it. That's awesome. Wow.
Kaylee says, uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
Wow.
Do you guys remember those spaghetti-o commercials?
I remember. Uh-oh,
Spaghetti-o.
Wow.
Oh, I'm showing my age right
If
now.
I was Kaylee, I would absolutely take an extension here. Heck, I might even take both extensions on this shot right here. Because you think this is the shot of the match for her. It's the shot of the tournament for her.
Yeah, she's in a predicament. She's evil.
She's evil.
Vero is literally the nicest person on tour. Literally the smilingest, best laugh. Like, she's just so fun.
But she can technically be evil on the pool table, though.
3 fouls for the win, folks. Kaylee McIntosh.
You can almost see an effing Z
She's
kick.
getting ready to do the Z shot.
I hope she makes it just because.
I hope she gets a hit, too, because nobody likes to lose like that. Not on the hill.
Spin, spin.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the match.
Wow.
Congratulations to Veronique Menard and even Kaylee McIntosh. It was a good match. Kaylee McIntosh is going to finish in 7th, 8th position here at the 2024 CueSpeed Napa Invitational. Veronique Menard is sitting at 5th, 6th, and advancing. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to stop the stream. We're going to reboot for the next match, which is going to be Pia Filler versus Christina the Crystal Tkach. I want to say thank you to Brian Pauly for his time in the booth for this event. We have been super happy to have him here. And, of course, he's part of the WPBA family, so we love him. And I want to say thank you to all our sponsors, especially to Napa and CueSpeed, and, of course, Railyard Billiards here in Louisville, Kentucky, for hosting our event. Thank you for having us. And you guys, we're going to reboot and bring you right back. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you get notified when we go live, and hit the thumbs up button on your way. All right, see you soon.